Hello guys, welcome back, and today we're gonna be talking about Fate Remnant Collide. So yeah, let's begin, shall we, ladies and gents? So, from the last episode, we now currently see, Ashia doing, throwing the Seal of Annihilation towards Marie Alter, or should I say, Avenger. As before she was struck by the actual talisman, somebody would jump in, being that of our girl Jean, as she would use her pole arm, or should I say flagpole, to basically strike the actual talisman, destroying it. As Asha would just look at her and would say, he would grab onto his chin as he would say, oh well. Very well then. Guess I'll just have to do it the regular way, he would say. As after doing so, he would start creating masses of black skeletons. As he would say, go! Capture her! He would say. As these black skeletons, which are essentially just, I guess you'd say recolored bone, dragon warriors. Which are that, or dragon tooth warriors, I meant. As they would rush towards, Marie Alter. Marie Alter would see this and would basically raise her arm as dark blackened energy would slowly start appearing with purple accents. As it would launch towards the offending wait for a second. Sorry about that, anyway, continuing on. As it would strike towards the offending dragon tooth warriors, destroying them. As he would say, those annoying things, he would say. As after saying that, he would create more and more of these dragon tooth warrior type creatures. They would rush towards the rest of the group, as Walter would say, hey! As he would look towards the two other teammates there. Oi! Tina! Harmony! Try and take care of them! He would say. As after saying that, both of them would look at each other as they would start using their weapons. Tina using her whip sword, and which, if you've forgotten, looks like this. And for Harmony, she would bring out her, bike, or should I say technically her bone saw bike. Which, if you don't know, is just essentially just Cavalier from Devil May Cry. As she would be riding on it in its, in this form, as she would use one of the wheels as essentially as a, for momentum, as she would strike towards one of the bone warriors, as it would not kill them, but, just injured them a bit. While the rest of the servants there, specifically that of our girl, being that of, Avenger over there, as she would start using more of those blasts. As she would say, Master, she would say, as she would look towards the two girls, aka, as both Melanie and Milshia would be looking at each other and then back at, the Avenger, as she would say, give me more energy. As one of them would say, whoa, I don't know how to do this, she would say, said, Melanie, aka the white one. Well, both of them are white. I mean, like the one in the white dress. As the other one in the red dress would say, yeah, I don't know. As the Avenger would say, I command you, and give me more mana, she would say. As one of them would say, what the heck is mana? As before they can actually ask, Rex would come in and would just say, as our boy Rex would say, just do this, he would say, as they would be looking at looking at Rex. As doing so, he would say, by my command spell, I command you. As he would look towards Moriarty, as he would say, give me your strength, and bring forth victory, he would say. As saying that, one of the command seal, a part of the command seal would start slowly fading away. As, after doing so, Moriarty would say, very well, Master, he would say, as he would start gaining more and more mana and start shooting off more blasts to take care of the Bone Warriors. with the help of Jean as well. As for our boy, as Watts would activate his command seal, as he would say, Ashia Domen, I command you, use your noble phantasm, he would say. As saying this, Ashia would say, very well, master. As he would say, after saying that, Ashia would slowly start activating his noble phantasm. Doing so, slowly the area would start changing, as it would activate a reality marble. Technically, it's not actually a reality marble, or at least in the actual lore, but I'll make it a reality marble either way. So, doing so, the area would slowly start becoming that of a sort of Mistralian, I guess you'd say, essentially Mistral in RWBY terms, just basically just Asia, or East Asian like culture essentially, or at least I think so. If I'm wrong, just comment down below. But either way, as it would as it would slowly start transforming into a Mistralian, or should I say Japanese style style of area, as large pagodas and large Japanese style houses would be around, and in the middle a large temple, as he would start saying his chant. As he would say the chant of his noble phantasm, the time of light ends now, as slowly a being that resembles that of a Daisoju? Yeah, essentially like a Daisoju, but black and red. And if you don't know what it looks like, well, just search it up. Or at least search up the actual noble phantasm for him, so you can get a visual look on him. As doing so, a creature that resembled Daisoju would start appearing, as some sort of black hole would appear with black and red lines, as electricity would start spinning around it, as it would have multiple eyes and a fanged maw. As he would continue, pseudo-divine core, parallel connection, dark sun critical mass. As saying that, the dark energy would slowly start shifting and peeling, as more and more, as it would start causing everybody to be, absorbed into it. Well, except for Kim, and also our boy, Arthur, or Watts. As he would finally finish up his noble phantasm, as he would say, Kyōran, Dotō, Akuryōsafu, he would say, as saying the name of his noble phantasm, the attack would slowly start, absorbing everybody into it, like a, regular black hole, as everybody is trying to hold on for dear life, including the rest of Team Wrath, yeah, and also Team Nebula, or I meant Indigo, and also to the sisters, as they're currently holding on to any object nearby, including that of Rex himself, as Rex would look towards, the two girls, as he would say this to them. Miss Melanie, Militia, use your noble phantasm, or tell your servant to use her noble phantasm immediately. As saying this, one of them would say, I don't know who said Militia, aka let me just double. Said the red one, as the white one would say, me neither. Just as you would say, did you really see me do that, right? Did you see me use one of my command seals? Do the same, he would say. As both of the girls would look at each other, as they would say these words. By my command seal, they would say. As both of them would say it at the same time, as slowly, both of their command seals would slowly start disappearing. And if you're wondering, no, they do not have, two separate command seals, and they're controlling one servant, making them have, six command seals apiece. No. In fact, it's more like just half a command seal. Even if one of them decides to, let's just say, want to use a noble phantasm, the other sister would lose their command seal as well, or at least the other half. So yeah, as after saying it, they would say, "Please use your noble phantasm, whatever you call it." They would say both at the same time, "Avenger!" As saying it, the servant known as Avenger would say this, "Very well, my master," she would say. As she would whisper to herself, "Well, if that's what you want." Saying these words, she would activate her noble phantasm, as she would be encased in a black lily. As slowly another reality marble would start forming, as everybody was able to now no longer be being sucked in by the large black hole or noble phantasm of 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 Caster of Limbo. As when they got down, they would see, or at least gone back on their feet, they would see Avenger, as she would still keep using her noble phantasm, as she would use her chant, "Woe to all the people, woe to the losers of tomorrow." As the lily would start blooming, revealing her as a black tar-like tear would come down her eye, her right eye specifically, as she would say its name, Ve Victus. As she would open her mouth, as a wailing cry would be reverberating across the area, as the reality marble of Caster of Limbo would start to break and crack. As when the caster would say, "No, no." As after saying that, he would say, "How?" As he would look towards the woman, as she would use another attack, as she would say, "Everyone, I won't forgive everyone." As she would strike towards him, as more black lilies, almost resembling that of a field of it, as they would strike towards him, crushing him. As doing so, Ashia would be forced to fall back, as he would look towards his master, as he would say, "Master, we need to retreat." After hearing that, he would say, "Yes, that should be enough," he would say. As Watts would look towards the people there, as he would say, "Not bad for a little test run of our friend here." As they would look and would see, both tired and, weathered out, Moriarty and Jean, as they're tired from fighting against Adam, aka Saber, or Saber of Imperio, as he would say specifically that of cunt, aka Caster of Limbo, as he would say, "Though I was defeated, it will certainly help us in our next encounter, right, Master?" As he would say, "Yes. Now, let us leave." After saying that, both of them would disappear in blackened energy, including that of Adam, as he would say, "I'm not done yet. I shall stop these but before he can actually, strike towards, a tired Jean or Joan and, Moriarty, he would disappear in the same black mass. Doing so, everybody there would basically fall down. As he would say, "We did it," said a tired and also, kind of terrified Milshia. As Milshia would look towards Rex, as she would say, "So, mind explaining why do I have a, this girl keeps calling me master, or us master?" said Milshia. As the other one would say, specifically that Melania would say, "Yeah, I want an explanation too." As they would look towards Team, Indigo, as they would say, "Yeah, us too. I mean, what the fuck was that?" Said a hysteric duo. As saying that, he would say, "Very well, I'll tell you guys. And so we will end this episode right off here. So yeah, so bye bye.